We continue our missing series here on NewsNation Prime tonight with a desperate search for a missing woman and conflicting theories about what may have happened to her. 33-year-old Rebekah Barsotti was last seen in Superior, Montana in July. Her parents say she was out hiking with her dog and she was never heard from again. Investigators believe she could have drowned in a river, but her parents say they think something else may have happened. NewsNation correspondent Kelly Beeson has more on this complicated story for us tonight.
Well, Marnie, Rebekah Barsotti loves the outdoors. Her mother says she lit up every room she walked into. But for the past 5 months, no one has been able to find her. And her mother believes those searching may be doing so in the wrong places.
I don't think she's in the water. I think they're looking in the wrong place.
Nestled between towering mountain ranges, the vast landscape surrounding Missoula, Montana are an attraction for adventurous and many who love the outdoors. It was a scene that an 18-year-old Rebekah Barsotti sought to call home.
One day she came home from work and said, "The world is too small to stay in Partlow, Virginia," which is where she was raised.
She found work at an upscale restaurant and would also find love, marrying her husband David in September of 2015.
Their marriage has always been a challenge. Rebekah would call and say, "I've been kicked out of the house." This would be at 10 o'clock at night. So I asked her, I said, "Do you want to come home? Do you want me out there to help you?" No, Rebekah is independent, and so I had to respect that. I mean, she's 33. I had to respect that.
The pair separated in April of 2021. Months later, on July 20th, an arrangement was made between David and Rebekah to have the rest of her personal items dropped off at a nearby gas station. David's caretaker made the exchange, and Rebekah left the scene, making a stop at a scenic outlook where she and her dog, Cerberus, would get out of the car and head down to the Clark Fork River. Rebekah would never be seen from or heard from again.
It's swift moving, deep at places, and there's a bunch of swirling eddies that suck you under the water. It's a very dangerous. Like me standing there, I was like, I'd never go in that water.
Police were called to the scene when Rebekah's driver's license, credit card, cell phone, along with other items, were found on the riverbanks unattended. Her phone capturing video of what appears to be a training session between dog and owner, the last known video of Rebekah before her disappearance. Discovery sparking area searches that days later uncovered Cerberus's body about 10 miles upstream. Police say there was no indication of harm to the animal, no signs of a struggle on the river's edge, and no trace of Rebekah.
If she had seen him drowning, she most likely would have jumped in after him. That's how much she loved him.
Well, I believe that she's in the river, and I think she drowned, probably.
I believe that Rebekah is intelligent enough, and she would have not put her dog in that position of danger.
Nothing leads us otherwise. I'm not locked into that. I mean, show me some evidence otherwise. But right now, that's what we have.
The sheriff's department says that she took the time to take her glasses off, and she took the time to take her baseball cap off. I'm saying if it's an emergency, seconds count.
Rebekah's mother, Angela, moved to Missoula in July, immediately after her daughter went missing. She and her husband continue to tirelessly organize search parties, contact law enforcement, and distribute reward information for Rebekah's safe return.
We think the entire thing was staged. Where they say she threw these things off, I say maybe there was a struggle and they got knocked off.
Angela says because the search has centered around a water rescue, key time was lost to investigate other places and theories.
They haven't found Rebekah. They haven't found Rebekah where they thought they would find her.
But police say they've run down every lead and ruled out her estranged husband as a suspect in the case.
I don't know by who. I don't know if it's circumstance or coincidence that Rebekah went missing on the 20th, but in my heart of hearts, I believe there was foul play.
Until reliable information comes forward, there's not much more we can do at this time.
And so much time has passed, and they've asked me, where do you want us to look? Look around. All these mountains, all these forests, where do you want us to look? And it's almost 4 months later.
After thousands of search hours put in by civilians and law enforcement, Angela continues to reach out to nonprofits and others for help.
There's days I fall apart, and then there's days that I pull up my bootstraps and I say, I have to get through this day. I have a lot to do.
Hoping to access additional sonar and drone equipment to assist with the effort, she says she will never stop searching for her daughter.
She's a very giving person and has a very large heart. And even through all this process, people talk about we're drawn to your daughter and we don't even know her.
We are telling this story to get the word out. With the weather changing, searches on the water won't be possible. Angela is asking those in the area to be on the lookout for any sign of her daughter. The family's also set up a GoFundMe account to help with expenses related to the search. Barney.
A mother relentless in her efforts to find her daughter. And right now there is a $12,000 reward for new information that directly results in the recovery of Rebekah. If you have any information, any clues or pieces to this puzzle, you can contact the anonymous tip line with Crime Stoppers, or you can call the Mineral County Sheriff's Office. Both of those numbers are on your screen. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.